Hello, Blender folks. Welcome and welcome back. This is Pxy-ANIM. Also, welcome everyone, animators, riggers, world builders, and everything. Everyone, also producers, directors, such as welcome Brandon, the director and producer of um, this web series, 3D animation web series of the Ponies, the name is Brony Pony Productions, right? I put the link in the video description to the site on YouTube, and this is a scene that I'm doing for the episode 7, right? So a lot of episodes. This is just one scene, and we're just gonna play here in low preview here. So I've animated this already. This is the first shot.
Oh, come on, Sunset. You can do better than this. Besides, my girl Blue Raspberry would love something a bit more expensive.
Why? What's wrong with your teeth, Brandon? I think this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross. Please take it away.
Okay, the last shot there, shot 4, is not animated yet, just the camera. So this will be kind of fun. So this is what I'm gonna do today. But before this, I need to fix something about some shades here. Extras, all these people here, they are filling the room. Some are the same, like we have this character is called Niloctis, he's here, but these are just shadows. They will appear like this in the final render. I think we can't see them here. This will take just a little to render, but where it is, yes, so they appear like this, but this is not the rendered version. On the rendered version they will also be, they are not moving, they're still figures, so I think this will just work. So here it'll be, let's say if we go here, just so, yeah, so here is cool because there's this parallax effect, right?
Oh, come on, Sunset.
It's the most important part basically. But they can appear here, so I'm trying to place them in a way that I don't need to move them, and in multiple shots we still get some cool characters in the background. So I want to place a few more here, new ones, right? I'm just maybe someone walking away, maybe someone right in front here, maybe some people, I don't know, maybe some person here, maybe in the center. Still, here is just a few more questions, but in the front here I don't know. But so here is one of them. In the rendering this will be blurred out and alphaed, so they'll be transparent. So let's do this for this just new character that was not linked, is just appended here. So this is the process, so it's appended here. So all the shadows are here, but they don't appear in this thing. They will appear in another shadows view layer, where indeed the shadows, this was a bit tricky to set up. Hold out, right? So, and then everything inside needs to be held out, otherwise it don't work. Okay, so again, then we got this, and so this will let's go back to the main scene, the view layer. And so here we gonna work on this one. So it's a rigged model that we can pose it. It's not like the rigs here, it's a more simplified rig. We just need to find this thing here. Already remove the bad stuff about the mesh, some sort of mesh geometry data that is lagging the, it's very easy, just have to clear split normals, so custom split normals here. I did already for all of this, so they don't cause problems here. And now I gotta substitute all these materials for the shadow material. So it's a single material that is already here, shadowed, and so I need to substitute from all the mesh objects that matter this. So you can just copy material to selected. Okay, now it's all shadowed, but maybe there's something that remains. Need to check one by one. Here, here, here. And here, okay, this one was much easier. So just now have to close this. No, actually, instead like this. And now we pick the rig. Also, I don't want to be watching these big eyes here. We need to use this, will be easier to pose. Ignore this stuff. This is okay. So we pick this very cool models, right? Look at that. So yeah, so the matching the style, right? Big eyes. Remember the characters that I modeled, right? They're very cute style. Yeah, so here we're gonna place this girl. Yeah, there are way more girls here than guys, but I think that's fine for this. Yeah, it's just small, much smaller than the others. Yeah, she's smaller. Maybe she should be on the front, but no, we can maybe because she's small enough, we can maybe place her in near here in the front. Yeah, maybe behind this chair. She's like I don't know, the manager. There's not an account thing here, so this rig is a bit not ready. This is just a, I think it's not a main character. I'm not even sure we're gonna be using this, but it will be used for the shadows for this people. So let's see, maybe you can, so you see this pose is F key, so it's very simple to probably get a complete rig for this, but we can do this for this single pose. It is good enough, right? Also, let's use the mirror thing, so we can do this. I think there is something going weird about this mirror. Okay, let's not use this. Maybe we can, oops, bring her legs like a little more together, like she's standing in a very concise way, or yeah, we can cheat here. It's FK, it's a loose bone, so let's cheat a little. It's just a shadow, right? So it doesn't matter. We can actually can use a camera here. Let's save here. There is, okay, this is the camera that I'm using for the show, but I want this other camera for other uses. Okay, let's bring this camera here so I can render to see how this will look. There'll be more interesting ways, but this is time consuming. It's cycles render engine, so so this is just good enough, right? We agreed that this effect of shadowed, blurred, and transparent shadows is good enough for the scene. It would be great if they would be animated. It's rendering, right? So, oh, maybe you're not seeing the rendering. Sorry, let's change here something quick. Yeah, now you can see the rendering process. Remaining, yeah. I just want to show once, because streaming, right, takes performance off, takes a bunch of performance, right? So yeah, it's compositing two view layers, one with the holdouts, which make that the scenery, the scenery gets on top of, they can cover them even if won't render. Strangely, they don't seem to be blurred enough. Or yeah, it completed, so they shouldn't be like that. I can also, for these tests, temporarily reduce this thing maybe to 33. Yeah, let's place this where, so let's save here. And compositing, why? Okay, we have the compositor here, so probably can augment this blur. Yeah, here's it. There we go. But the set alpha, it's like it's not totally working. They should be more like transparent. Maybe it's this. No. Okay, let's see. Very strange. Something seems to have. Oh yeah, of course. My bad. Of course, I need to disable it here, the shadows collection, and it will be enabled here, and all these things will be enabled here, but including the other characters being used, but with the holdout. So every collection inside needs to have the holdout, and so this will not render, but they will block. They will, if they are foreground here, they will. Yeah. So this is very tricky, but it's pretty simple. But okay, let's get back here. Now it should work. We're gonna render this again, but now this is simpler to render. It doesn't matter where we are here. It's just we don't see, but it's the same spot. Now it will render fast. And so I just want to show how does this do this, how do these shadows extras look like in the composited version. I see it for composite the first view layer with the scenery and the rigged models that are for the 3D animation, the main ones, but it did not compose. This is the other, the shadows, and there you go. Yeah, so I have augmented, so they are very, very blurred, but you see they're also transparent. So here's just, we can go here and probably can fix this from here now in real time. Yeah, it starts to look good. Yeah. And here we can also use this alpha thing, or even this one. Yeah, we can use. Yeah, maybe this is useless now. Yeah, we don't need this. Can dump this. So just the blur. So that's very interesting, right? And if we want, we can insert keyframe here. I think it's possible. Yeah, add insert keyframe, but I'm not gonna do this. So we just want some thing like this, right? And you see, so that doesn't really matter, or just if they are clones, right? We can totally get this thing ready. So yeah, so just for information, folks, this is not yet the 3D animation. This is, so I'm just gonna finish this the setup of the shadows. So we have these two here. We just added this one. I'm not gonna duplicate her, but we're gonna bring two more, and that will make enough difference. So I'm gonna all right, so this APBL, I don't know what that means, but it's the name of one of the characters. So in that file, yeah, there's an APBL. You need to know what is the right collection to get. So probably the other good one will be the SCTL, another girl character, and then SWBL. So I just do one by one because yeah, so this is another one, same style, same principle here. So we bring this right here, and we're gonna have to clear up this. I already did this in the original file, right? Then, okay, it's just about the materials now. Let's select all this stuff. And that's it. Then we get the materials. Then we change this for shadowed. Then we can do the copy material to selected. We can hide this, disable in viewports. Then it's just distraction. This is ready. This is ready, 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 ready. Yeah, there are not extra materials here. They are not overridden. Okay, so these models are faster to solve in that regard. So just need now this armature here. We're gonna move the let's see, I wanted maybe to place someone closer here to them, or maybe looking at these ones. Yeah, maybe to interact with this guy that is sitting, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think makes sense. Okay. I don't want to place anyone in front here. I thought perhaps someone here. I can duplicate one of these, right? I think it will be fine. Maybe this one, yeah. Why not? So we're gonna place this one maybe. Maybe we can get this rig here to his hair is a bit weird though. Yeah, I don't want her to be in front. This is too far, so it makes it difficult to. And here it's yeah. Let's see what are the difference in the colors here, the textures. Because at some point the main actors they'll come here. Yeah, now they maybe Sunset, this character here. This is Brandon and Sunset. So maybe she'll reach this area here in the end. She's throwing away the switch. This will be the super funny to do. Yeah, so I think this is fine. Even if she reached this place, we can also remove this shadow here, or just leave them in some way that they don't interfere with the main animation, right? Okay, so let's see. What we can do. Yeah, something like this. Then let's return to this solid viewport display. Maybe you can get she's gonna grab something. Of course, this is not how the rigs for the animation are set, right, folks? This is just these rigs which are just for this. They are, I think they're for a game, I think, something like this. Another software that I'm not familiar with, and so they are just even to open these files, I had to install some sort of an add-on for Blender. Fortunately, the add-on was very up to date. Some IO search, something like that. Fortunately, everything went well, so I just had to import the MDL file, something like that, and that worked, right? Of course, this is too far. It doesn't make too much sense. Let's so maybe in these rigs originally there is a control rig or them or on them, or there's just already, or maybe there is just animations and okay, so now I think this will be sufficient. The ideal thing is that if we could check in the cameras all the time, right? This is what I'm trying to do, but it's very time consuming. In Blender, it's like we cannot have. Okay, so she's here, right? So she's, from these shots, she's sort of in front of, not in front of him, but in front of her. So, but it seems to work. Yeah, so placing her a little more forward would make more sense. About this shot here, yeah, exactly. So I think this is sufficient. We need to bring her forward, the whole rig, right? And yeah, maybe that's good. That's good. Like you need to make some action that makes sense, right? Action, not action, just some pose that makes sense. Let's cheat a little here, and yeah. So this is the good thing of this offset rig. This we can do this kind of stuff, right? Let's see if it's making sense. No, it's not making sense. Let's get here a bit more here. It really doesn't matter if I move the root bone or the armature. Really, this is, of course, moving the armature will be more simple to organize the file, right? Oh yeah, I reset the whole thing. Then I lost all the. Okay, we got this. Let's make it on the floor. It's just a shadow, so it doesn't matter too much. Global, yes, global, that's it. So this one is good. I've decided that I'm gonna reuse this one. Like, because she has this short hair, like, and male characters here, they have short hair. Like, she's kind can look like unisex from the shadows perspective. So, so for here, so this will be maybe advantageous here. And so here we got it's her, right? So it's SCTL. The question, should I place her here or at there? I think I'll place her there. Yeah. So we're gonna get this, then we're gonna duplicate collection. So we have this one. So now the only thing we need to do is to grab the armature, reset, bring the, yeah, it's a duplicate, and the materials already duplicated. So walking away or walking in, I think I'm walking away. Yeah, like going we'll be able to see her from certain angles. Yes, something. Yeah, so I'm gonna approximate her from that wall, and maybe about here. Yeah, so I think this will be versatile enough. And then we're gonna just make a double check. So these walkings are a bit boring to do, but with F key, but it's safe to do so. It's just not the ideal posings for posing, but it just works. Oops. We want the local. Yeah, so here we can just do this we can do like this. Maybe a bit forward here, bend forward to set the intention. There, then this arm can go forward a little, and this one backwards. Something like this. Yeah, that looks good. And maybe it doesn't need to have the head, can look a bit straight. It's rotate on the z-axis, something like this. Yeah, and then we don't need this, and that is another one. Yeah, let's see if we check the shadows with non-blurred, non-composited, just the shadows here, the silhouettes, right? This is emission, right? Black color emission. So I found that that will be better. She's floating, but doesn't matter. She's in the foreground. She'll appear more like this. Yeah, we have some parallax. Here we barely will see very well what's happening there, but it's okay because we might see in the other camera. Let's see. No, we are not. Yes, this is the right camera. Okay, so let's see what we can get. We don't need to see everyone, right? It's not.
Oh, come on, Sunset. You can do better than this.
There. Okay, this is a good one. This is fine. There's 3 groups here. Some ones don't show here. So there's.
Besides, my girl Blue Raspberry would love something a bit more expensive.
Why? What's wrong with me, Brandon? I think this will look cute.
Good.
Cute on you.
Gross. Please take it
There's one here.
away.
So I would like maybe someone appearing here, but it's just a very small. This feels a bit empty here, but yeah. So this could be the last thing I do. Maybe yeah, maybe one person looking at these things here, right? This tuxedos here, and that will be the last one. And maybe if we need any additional one, then we just, and then this is ready and we go for the 3D animation finally. So let's go back here and bring back this, and now append. Where is here? Where is the 3D cursor there? Okay, so append. We got the SWBL. Okay, so this will be our last character to set up here for this one. So I'm gonna see this one have a lot of materials in some mesh objects. So what we need to do is make sure that we got all of them removed and exchanged to, because this is an appended file. It doesn't file data, it really does objects. It doesn't really matter what we do here. You can totally destroy these models. It's not linked material stuff, right? So it's on purpose is to be indeed modified just for this scene, right? And if we like the idea, we can maybe reuse them from this scene immediately because they have this materials. Okay, so here you see this. Just have to remove this one. The material doesn't override the everything. I think there might be a way to do this. It's like that with some bone constraints. Okay, so everything now is turned into this color, which means that this is the correct material. And so now we can bring this one. It's armature. And we can place this girl about here. So I'm really gonna procure exactly that shot. Yeah. Have someone standing. Yeah, we can see here. There we go. We're gonna use this cheesy technique here. And now this position, right? Good referential position here. And let's see if it matches. Yeah, looks feasible. Maybe we should bring, let's see if that works. Still works. What about closer here? Still works. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna address the, okay, I need a pose for her. Like, certainly posing is not the most important thing for animation, right? But it's one of the essence thing, right? So it's very important to have interesting poses. Okay, so let's say she's this hip the hip is like this, so let's maybe we do something like here. It's not too much, right? So maybe we can get this arm just over her lap, her hip, thigh like this. It's lagging a little. I think I've exaggerated the amount of models, but we can just disable them in viewports, right? So they won't interfere. So let's, as for this arm, is there? Yeah, there's another one with the arm. So that thing just do something like this. Yes. Looks good. Then for the gaze, slightly looking up. Yeah, she's looking towards this one. All right, now let's look at that. Yeah, that's good. I said, but all these details won't really show, right? It's unfortunately it's just for the shadow pose. Okay, now I got this ready. I think if I need anyone else, we can just duplicate any of them, right? So now this scene, this scenery seems populated enough, so we can just get here, organize this scene a little. We don't want, yeah, so what I'm gonna do is just lock the mesh objects. Or better, these collections. The way these collections are organized is not very good right now, because if I lock here, it will lock including the armature object, which is fundamental. So it should be organized, I think, if we animate this anytime, right? Okay, this one is ready. Yeah, it is. This is boring, but it is good practice. If I don't do this now, this let's see how many are them. This one is set. I did. This one is done. This one has other organization. We don't want this. We don't want this. This one is fine. This one is fine. We don't need this. What? Yeah, this is his face here. Okay, we want just the armature. And this one's ready. Yeah, so all this ready. So just get this, and we are ready to go, fellows. So finally, let's go back to the animation process.
Oh, come on, Sunset. You can do better than this. Besides, my purple blue raspberry would love something a bit more expensive.
Why? What's wrong with the team, Brandon? I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, we don't see, yeah, the pose is like that, but it's fine because we don't need, oops, I think I've made a mistake. Where I need the, okay, this is the right camera. Okay, so let's jump to the right camera already. here. We're gonna start using this as the active camera. What happened? No, I did the wrong thing. Oops, we gotta... I'm inside something. What happened? Okay, here. Okay, I probably I picked an object that became the active.
Ugh, gross. Please take it away.
Okay, let's go for this piece of animation here. So did I keyframe here something accidentally? Well, this is not where it should stop. Okay, let's just go here. So I've been using even focal length keyframe, right? So the camera is here, and with the camera, yeah, the camera transforms, the camera property, and it is these channels here. So we need to, we don't need them. We
I think this will look cute on you.
and we need to start from here. Oops, what is this? Oh yeah, in the wrong. Okay, here. Okay, shadows. Why do we have these shadows here?
I think this will look cute on you.
Okay, now it's fast. It's good enough.
I think this will look cute on you.
Okay, so we need to animate.
I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look cute on you.
So we need to decide if we start. Let's start with her because
I think this will look cute on you.
until here, yeah, until about here. Let's animate sunset first. There are not too much things to do, I guess, in this part. Is this sunset? Yeah, so I'm gonna hide this rig. We're gonna get here, and there's the lip sync, right? So here, this trick is very important. So we get the vision of the camera here, so that we can easily set up this thing, right?
I think this will look cute on you. 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 I think this will look cute on you.
Okay, the camera moves, and
I think this will look cute on you.
okay, I see what we can do here. So we need the rig, right? No, not this. We need her rig. Okay, we need this face. No, not the, yeah, also the face. We need this, and this for now. Yeah, just this for now. So basically, she'll gonna move her hands to maybe jiggle the, like a little when there's the camera movements. So this means that we'll have to also make a few poses to the costume, this tuxedo, and this is very tricky, but because there's not a rig on it, I didn't make that. So it's a bit annoying, but it works, right? It has been worked so far, but you need to be very careful about how to move it, animate. Yeah, so she already removed the thing, so it's just about just some extra motion, right? So we're gonna, the thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the last frame but we're gonna make some changes here, right? So just gonna balance this stuff, right? In some way. We don't need the tuxedo right now. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, we need this thing. We're gonna keyframe this. Little mistake here, of course. I forgot to keyframe the okay, we're gonna duplicate this. Yeah, there was a reference of camera, yeah, about here. Okay, so that means that yeah, I want to do a breakdown. That's just it. Okay, so if I want to maintain, I need to bring this to the end, right? First. And actually, let's keyframe everything here as a to be safe. And let's bring that to the other side, maybe. Yeah, for now, then. Okay, so it stands still, then it moves as the camera starts moving, right? Just here probably can do some. Okay, and here is the breakdown. I want to bring this all together, like something like this. So that means that there will be
This will look cute on
I see the arc is not good. Okay, so we can see what is happening here, but yeah, because it needs to return, right? The arc is too big, right? It's not very interesting. This one moves too much, right? In here, we don't need this to move that much. And then probably same here. I'm gonna make this thing smaller. And also slow, no, faster here. And this. And I don't like this motion here. Oops, got the. It's a bit messy. I think this. Let's try this. Yeah. They seem to be desynchronized because I've lost something here. Yeah, why it's not keyframing? What happened? I have this, right? Why didn't?
look cute on you.
Okay, maybe I should do the tuxedo leading this because I'm trying to, yeah, maybe I need to do this hand after. This is very messy. Let's just remove this and this for this hand, right? And so we're gonna
This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you.
the fact is that I don't want to change the tuxedo here because I don't want to. Oh, I got an idea. Okay, maybe she pushes forward the camera towards the camera, right? So, or towards random or something like that. So that means that, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do something like this actually. Okay, there is, I'm gonna remove this. No, this and this. We're gonna do this and global X, something like this, right? It's, no one will see this stretching, I guess. And then
This will look cute on you.
we need to hold.
This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you.
Yeah,
This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you.
yeah, like she is faster here.
This
So she pushed forward a lot and then
cute on
try to drag back. Okay, that sounds, that will cause some extra impact. So let's get the tuxedo now. And we're gonna get here. And we're gonna get this thing here. Let's say save first. So the tuxedo, there are two pieces, the hanger and the tuxedo. Yeah, there. I just need to duplicate these things here first. They don't move. They okay, so we duplicate here as well. And then they start to move according to this hand's keyframe. Yeah, we see them here. Let's just move this up here to facilitate this process. So no rotation here, it should be simple. Just bring, oh yeah, I need to pose, this is object mode. Okay, we get here. We need to know the bones. So it's frame 358 and 366. So this, we go here and here, 358. We need to match here and maybe here. And also here. Okay, this seems to be nice. No, this is not good in there. Okay, this should work. Yeah, this seems to be good in the camera too. And then as for this one here, why it's not Okay, maybe here for this hand we'll have to do something different, but that's okay. Yeah, because when I moved this hand, I didn't know about the new tuxedo, so it's probably wouldn't have worked anyway, so you just need to adapt this to this keyframe. And I trust in my experience, the interpolation should just do the rest. Could have some clipping, so we can give some space here. So let's hope now this. Yeah, you see that seems to work. Maybe here for this hand, just we can also just hide all the other bones here. Okay, and so here why you have this keyframe here? We don't just need to reproduce this one here, right? Okay. As for this one, we also want to duplicate here, right? It's a hold. And then drive back. Okay, animate backwards the tuxedo. No, we don't need actually, because we can just have these ones to just have these two. Could be this one as well, doesn't matter. We duplicate and we have to find the there it is. Okay, of course this we need to bring here, and this is a hold for the tuxedos. If you had bones for this, it would be much in the same rig, right? That would be much easier. Yeah, it's very subtle, but like I could exaggerate. The problem is that it really takes too much time to toggle between the objects. It's a Blender thing that they are making better. This slotted actions helped a lot already, but okay. And what I want to do is exactly this. So it's a bit offset, but then she brings it back, so we can play now with these keyframes and see what looks better like, in terms of timing, right? I'm looking at here, right? The thumbnail. Oh yeah, okay, we can also push this here. Yeah, this is better. Like and then we get here. Like the idea of the cameras are already doing some transformation in its lens, but then the idea that she pushes it forward even more, like it's great, because then we can make now Brandon, to have a sort of an expression like oh no, because he will react. You see the voice over here. Oh. Ah, hold on. Maybe there's something. I'm not sure this is because she's yeah, the direction she pushed it is a bit wrong.
I think this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross. Please take it
Maybe it
away.
works. It's weird, right? But I think no one will notice.
This will look cute.
It's like she's showing this to the yeah, it's like to the audience, right? Why not, right?
I think this will look cute on
It's
you.
an Easter egg, maybe.
I think this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross.
And yeah, it helps that the camera it does this, right? So it's like it helps confusing the direction she
I think this will look cute on you.
yeah, and like it's just an act, a gesture to emphasize the suit she's holding. So it's I think it's okay.
I think this will look cute. I think this will.
Brandon, the director and producer, will tell me if you think that's too weird, but
I think this will look cute on you.
as some fellows mentioned, the camera is like a character. So if she's holding this towards the camera, like it's an extra character, you can feel something about that character. So it's like we are the camera man, the camera girl, the camera person, the person behind the camera.
I think this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross. Please take it away.
I think this will look cute on you.
Okay, so this part for her arms, I won't touch this again for her because this can totally cause wreak havoc. So now we need to get to her main rig again, to her rig, and now we're gonna do the typical reverse I key, right? To be able to do something about the body, right, expression. So let's see what we can do here though. And also the face expression, of course, the lip sync. We're gonna try.
I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look. I think this will look cute on.
Something weird happened to the.
I think this will look cute on you.
What happened to the?
I think this will look cute.
I'm afraid I messed up something. Hold on. I don't know what. Some keyframe, something about the camera.
I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, definitely there was. Oh no, this is terrible. Okay. Shit happens. So probably have a backup of this. Probably just changed the camera here, right? With a stupid because of this, yeah. I can see this is probably yeah, there's not this travel of the camera here, right? Probably is this thing. There we go. Yeah, I just added a strange keyframe there. Ah, yeah, great. So very dangerous to be manipulating the camera here, yeah. But this is very important for the keyframing. Okay, so let's ignore now these things about the camera. Let's just look for sunset rig. Okay, this cleans up everything. And yeah, we need to look back at the arms because they are keyframing. There are keyframing reference here. Okay, so I want to move her torso. I'm just out of ideas. Let's, yeah, so you see I'm moving this. I'm not moving the camera. I'm not in the camera, so this is safe. So do we bring this down? Yes, totally. So I'm gonna make an anticipation here. Back and down a little, yeah. So gonna, not from the start, maybe from here. Gonna do this. Something like this. Then as we go forward, this is the keyframe of the end that we might ignore. So here we're gonna do yeah, can try to yeah, we can try to pull that her body to the side, yeah. So let's see the gaze. Yes, looks good. Right. Let's see this.
I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, good emphasis of the body. So just the torso.
I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, good, great idea. Then, but we don't want this going back, so we're gonna do this. Hold.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, this is good because she's, even if there's weird thing pushing forward in this direction, more or less to the towards the camera, her body is going in the right direction this time. So it makes much more sense. Okay, I think just this we can. We make her go back like a follow through, right? So this is character animation concept. Disney stuff, right? So, and we don't have to retain the same thing here. We can do something else. Maybe she goes up, yeah. Or yeah, her face is a bit out of frame, which is not good. So let's just do this. And right now, yeah, I think this is sufficient. We could animate the fingers, but that'll be take forever. So for animation web series, yes, if I can finish the whole thing, Wednesday is the deadline for me. Next Wednesday, 22. So yeah, it will be great if there will be time to do all these little details, right? But it will be easier with some other aspects of rig, but it doesn't matter. It's not the case here. So it will take anyways, it takes longer if you want to animate every single bit for every. This emphasis is good enough, but we need the emphasis now for perhaps the head and of course the facial expressions. I think maybe we could do something about the shoulder, or to simplify, yeah, I think this will be fundamental. Here we can use the chest bone, yeah, this should help. So gonna get this. What can we do here? Like this or like, no, I think like this makes more sense, right? Which is, yeah, something like this.
This will look cute on. This will look cute on. This will look cute on.
Yeah, and then we need that hold, which doesn't need to be exactly the same hold as the rest of the body. Or maybe we do that, yes. But when she goes back, we can change this to something more relaxed. Yeah. So it doesn't go back to the same spot, right? Okay, this sounds good. Then we have the say we have the head here. Yeah, the head, super important. I haven't totally considered what you can do with the head here, but I'll try to follow the same pattern. So let's okay, we try to yeah, like a head tilting so it appears better, or in the other way. No, this way, like she's closer, like almost rubbing, well, at least in the camera, rubbing her cheek on the suit, so that's like can give some interesting idea of cuteness, so that she's trying to convince him that this is the good one. And maybe it's a good one, but he's in the story, Brandon is enthralled by some witch magic potion, something like that. So yeah, he's I haven't posed him yet for this shot. So I just need to fix her gaze. Although it's not certain that he will be right. So the eye is something that I need to address. We have to look at this where it is. Okay, it is there. We want to get, no, wrong one. Yeah, here we want to maintain we could do something like just looking slightly towards it. Yeah, it's like she's pointing her eyes. Yeah, like very subtle, right? It helps the motion, all of that. So I said everything about, oh yeah, good thing for the head. Yeah, where's the head bone? The head bone, please. Yeah, so Blender, okay, it's here, right? There are certain things that would be better. Well, there's no keyframe here. All right, so we're gonna do this Yeah, look at this. This is very good.
This will look cute on.
Very organic, right? So,
I think this will look cute.
and it's super simple. It's just the basics of animation. And it's, and not even, yeah, so it's, I'm not even mimicking anything here. Like, it's just intuition, right?
I think this.
There are some crazy people that you need to look at reference like mechanicistical thought. Like you need a reference for everything. Yeah, if you don't have your ideas, your memory, visual memory, it's about feeling, right? You don't need to look at a reference. You have the feeling. Maybe sometimes it's even better to not see a direct reference because your idea is better than any existing reference out there. So that's how the emotions that you have card with the right distorting reality with creativity, right? Of course, reference. So it's good to have luggage, right? So having acting a lot if you could. The animator is the shy actor or actress, right? Doesn't act too much, I guess, but yeah, it acts. It's important, right? Acting on mind, acting on looking at others, like empathetically, so you get the emotion of the feeling of so.
This will look cute. This will look. This will look.
But yeah, there are shots which probably you can always get something good about looking at reference. But if the animator needs a reference for every single detail, then or filming oneself, then this is like a long feature film budget, right, or time, right, of production, right.
I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look cute on.
Trust yourself, right? That's the thing, right?
I think this will look. I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look cute on you. I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, that's really good to look at. So then,
I think this will look.
and you see that there was nothing here. It's just created all this in the intuition of the moment. I didn't plan this. It's just what the character needs to look good in this shoot. Same for the camera. I was, well, how am I gonna solve this? It's super complicated. But then stuff start to pop out of nowhere. It's of course, the technical barrier of using the software or any other animation techniques like Blender, that is really frustrating, right? Even with the improvements they've been making, it's very hard to. It was very hard for me to get through this at the point that I would be comfortable enough to be able to focus on what matters, which is the artistic part, right? The technical part, it takes a while to get comfortable with it. But once you get it, then you can start solving every single problem like more naturally, right? Regarding the technicalities. So I just need now the lip sync for her. Yeah, on the eyes expression. Yeah, so this is not over yet. So we need, fortunately, we have pose assets here for the lip sync. So I think I'm gonna start with the lip sync or the no, I want the facial expressions first. I think it's a major thing here. The lip sync is a more mechanical thing. Can be treated a more mechanical thing. So you see the eyebrows, they are not matching. They are not matching what would be nice, right? So how long she's maintaining from the previous shot this expression here? Yeah, just about 1 sec. So maybe we can sustain this expression here. And at this point, she starts to get happier. Yes. So I think we're gonna get this and this. And from here, we're gonna reset. Okay, because there's a keyframe here. Yeah. But it's a very fast reset. I don't like this. So So we're gonna offset this from the rest. It's terrible, but yeah, look at all this. I'm not gonna bother matching. It will be good practice, but no, we can offset this like still doesn't look. Yeah, it's because the way the pose works is just as fast as that, I think. Or maybe it's not interpolating correctly. No, I believe it is. It's just too fast. So since it's too fast, let's just. Okay, so we're gonna remove these ones. Okay, from here, we're gonna develop this. No, not angry, not like that. Just maybe a little up like this. Is that correct? It's not the expression that I wanted, but okay, then maybe we can, oh yeah, something like this, right? Okay. All right. Yes. It's not exactly what I want, but I think there is more to this. Yeah, here, yeah, the eye. Right, so very important here. Let's see. We gonna have an idea here. It's lower here, right? The charm. Then we gonna reset here and actually make it wide open here and reset here. Yeah, keep it simple for now. Let's see now.
Gross. Please take
Yeah, so this is not working here. We need to have the hold here for the eyes. Yeah, actually we're not gonna do this. We're gonna use the brick downer somewhere like here. Yeah, so yeah, and then we're gonna move these things move these things here. No, not like this. I'm gonna went too much. Maybe here. Why it's not? My mouse is going nuts. Okay, let's try this. She's looking a bit sad or anxious. It's not what I want, so maybe just reset here. Okay, anyways, after we get here, we can, yeah, it's the wide open, right, eyes, which front. Yeah, I'd like to leverage the eyebrows a lot more, but yeah, I'm not sure how this is achievable if this is not. Yeah, I'm trying everything here, but probably I'm missing something. This has an effect in the leverage, but it's very subtle. This I'm not sure yet how to use, although this, yes. Yeah, so I want these ones to have a breakdown. About here, right? Yeah. Oops, wrong. Why do you have? I don't know what's happening there. Anyways, we're gonna get these ones. Okay, now it worked. Yeah, just have to bring this back again. More impactful here. Yeah, good. Shining eyes. Good, okay. Facial expression for the mouths. This is a bit tricky, but it seems... I think we need to do something about the mouths. I haven't explored totally the possibilities, but the interaction between the... So I don't move here. I think it will be something like... Yeah, like she could be happy here slightly. And I think this interacts with the... It's, of course, it is doing... We need to hold. I'm not sure where is the corner right. Okay, it is there. I don't know why it's separated like that, but it doesn't matter. We need to catch this and to catch this, and we're gonna hold until it can be about here. Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe until the end. Why not? Maybe just a little detail here. We're gonna bring this. Oops. We're gonna bring this a little more forward here. Yeah. Good. So now the lip sync. So we have pose assets, not Brandon's, but her. So now we can pose assets for the lip syncs, which is called the VZems, right? Okay, so we need this sound. It's always bug in Blender how this appears, but yeah, it's hard to get the right thing. It's so simple, but Blender doesn't help here to get this thing ready to go, ready to sit. It takes a lot of valuable space. It's very... They improved it, but it's still bit of inconsistent in my opinion. This could be much better, right? Spontaneous. There probably a better way, but it's okay. At least, yeah, we got this thing. We know that this is probably the definition of my frame range, right? Good, good. Not that thing that is new. And yeah, we can't see. This helps figure out. But yeah, it takes so much space that it's it doesn't worth checking, right? Usually we check this, so I'm not been using this. It's just not helping too much. I'm doing the barbaric way. No, it's okay. I think so. It start with the standard, and we gonna look for the vsims. So it's just these ones, and we don't need anything else. Actually, can get this and this, right? And what is this thing? You can hide this. Okay, going back to her rig. I get this back here. I need to organize this in, I think it's something weird about this. Anyways, we shouldn't be looking at him. Yeah, I need to go on the original files. No need to do this now. So now, after I complete her vsims, her lip sync, I'm gonna do a pause, and then we're gonna return to probably get Brandon some motion in this part if he appears. Yes, he appears. So we're gonna find out what we can do for him, what we can make for motion for him, and then this will be his action. I already have some interesting ideas from the legs. We're gonna already do some action here, like, oh, it's very dramatic. Oh. Yeah, this should be fun, right? And then he's scared. He's like, get it away from me. But he won't be able to push the clothes as in the script, unfortunately, because I made a mistake when I prepared this. They are not close enough, so instead of pushing, he'll just make the gesture. Maybe I'll try to make him reach. Maybe I try to make her get it closer to him to force this interaction, physical interaction. But in the end, I think he won't be able to touch it directly. But we'll understand that no, he's afraid of touching this. He's really nervous, anxious about this tissue.
Bro, please take it away.
And yeah, this camera, crazy camera. So I decided at the last minute, yeah, just start popping up, right? Like getting this behind the the hanging of the cloth, yeah, that, yeah.
Take it away. Bro, please take it away.
And this is a,
Bro, please take it away.
I would like to augment the length of the shot here of the audio, because she needs to snort like a pony. And no, not like that, but yeah, I need to get something at the very end of this shot, because immediately there will be another sound, which is here is this. So this is very this how do you call this? It's the snort is not this. The snort in the script will be right before, but there is this so fast. There's barely time to do this. So what I need to do is, as she's seeing this happening, I'll try to show her face from a profile, something like this, maybe slightly her head towards the camera, and she's like very angry and already, and I need to find, maybe we can do some grease pencil effect here, but it will be very subtle, but it will give it should give the idea that she's getting really pissed off already. So it's very fast paced, but it will not be the like the original ideal thing that one could think about this, but in this way we can stack the expressions, right, without changing changing the audio track, right, which could work, but it's also complicated. It's very connected, right? So it would be risky to separate this. Also, there's soundtrack in the same track, so
Take it away.
I think there is time.
Please.
I just need to make an expression that is fast and not exaggerated enough, that combines well with this. Okay, well, let's go back here to the lip sync, which is usually nightmarish thing sometimes. So let's with the pose assets is much better. So let's get this thing at once. I hope the expression of the mouth doesn't interfere negatively. It can happen. Okay, okay, so first let's retain the neutral. Yes, what? No. What? Oh yeah, okay, of course. Let's retain, right? Okay, then we
Just look cute on you.
okay, let's bring. Why do we have this one here?
Look cute on you.
Okay, I know what to do. We're gonna bring this to the very end. Yeah, we can bring this here, right? Why not this also? This is just the panel here.
Just look cute on you.
So after we got here, we can immediately start to get this eye. Also, this is all. I'm not sure exactly why it doesn't work the way I think it should work, but okay, we're gonna get eye. Where is it? Here. Okay, for some reason it's here.
Just look cute on you.
Eye. Okay, so we need to, after this, we need to return to the neutral. So this is, you see that it didn't actually keyframed everything. So this is what is causing maybe it's something about my king set. No. So I need to keyframe manually. So it's something that it doesn't override the previous. That means that it could lead that the previous one to still affect. So it shouldn't be like that. It should override, but it's not overriding. And all the bones are selected. So this is why I'm not understanding. And it doesn't matter if they are selected or not. It's just keyframing the first, right? So maybe it's something about Apply pose, blend pose. No, I don't think it's, no, this is not this. Maybe it's a bug, yes, serious bug in this case. It shouldn't be like that, in my understanding. Okay, so anyways, we need to click and then it's like redundant, right? So here what I can do, because this is confusing. Okay, I know what I shall do. So this is the standard, but we're gonna use the here, okay? Or maybe use this, yeah, just a little because it's too it's too big. Okay, we're gonna also make sure that we keyframe this just in case it will reset everything, right? We're gonna, this is too close, let's bring it here. Gonna think again. Yes, we're gonna get this, insert keyframe. Here we use one that will has a lot of consonants here, and keyframe, yes. It's not working visually yet. Might have to delay some stuff. I think maybe it's just this one that needs to be less important. Okay, let's bring this closer. Yeah, I think nope. Usually the vsim appears before. Okay, so let's start like this. Let's okay, I think like this, and here, this or this. I think, okay, the facial expression, I think the happy melt is working well with the lip sync at least. So I how long this takes? I think okay, so I think we're gonna do this thing. Yeah. No, but then when this happens, okay, I see. Maybe we need to separate this a little bit. Yeah, this can work like even from the camera here. Her face. It's like her mouth is not moving correctly. It's very fast, right? So, but something should work. Yeah, maybe it's really is the beginning. I need to expand. Yeah. Yeah. Or here is C. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, something like this. Or there's something that is overriding, but when you look here, it seems fine. Okay, let's try this. Maybe start already with there's no lip sync for that other part, or is there? Neutral? No, the neutral is my own. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah. This will be the neutral. We're gonna do this here, and then we're gonna change this to here. Yes, okay, this will help, I think. All right. Is the it's because of the facial mouth, of course. No, the mouth was not open, so there's some bad interaction here. Yeah, between the this is the thing that I'm not understanding, but we need to get the insert. Okay, let's remove this one. Oh, this is the thing. Okay. let's remove this one. We're gonna add the here, but not too wide, just think something like here, insert keyframe. Okay, why was the here, right? Thing. This, okay, so here is start again. This, right? Insert this. It also doesn't need to have all the thing, but this is like it depends a lot on the expressions that we have for the lip sync. Depends a lot. This would, okay, I think this is working so far then. Okay, so this one is tricky because it creates some artifacts that needs to be fixing, but instead we're gonna do just some amount of it. Okay, we need to keyframe this, otherwise would. Yeah, this can work. Look. Okay, so the problem here is that because it doesn't override, I can't do the partial things. It's annoying. I think there's a problem here. Insert keyframe. Actually, we got this. Insert keyframe. It's not right. There is something wrong, I think, about this O shape.
this will look cute.
Well, it seems to be working still. And here, so we're gonna get the now this insert keyframe, right?
Cute. Look cute.
Look
Look cute. Look cute. Look cute. Look cute.
cute, so that will be a long time not using. Let's see here. And I hope this thing works. I hope this is just a shading problem of that we see on solid viewport. Maybe I have to fix the mouth. Yeah, probably have to fix the unless it's some other interaction. No, I think it's, I believe it's just the yeah, like we can sustain them here, but as we go here we might just reset them. Yeah, it okay, so there is another way which would be, yeah, so the brutal way would be to get less of this, right? So for this, unless I did a mistake in the, no, it's just the look at this. Maybe there was a mistake when I, no, but this is the previous one, right? Okay, so this is why we need to get to this neutral. And you're gonna okay, where is the, I moved it.
Ugh, gross. Please take it away.
Okay, this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross.
Cute on you. Cute on you.
Okay, so we got this one. Gonna try to ignore, then we're gonna get this. Yeah, so there's some shading. If I hope this, okay, let's try this for now and insert the keyframe. Let's see, U, and that's all. There's no mistake there. They seem to be from the neutral. It's really this bone that seems to be, there's another way to test this, of course, just getting the bone. what the bone does. Yeah, indeed, the bone is like that. So something, I hope I've already used correctly in another, maybe it's on random, it looked better. So, okay, to prevent anything, if this is too wrong, we're just gonna, this could be solved from the original rig because they're linked files, so it's not so bad. So we're just gonna remove this. We're just gonna remove these ones. This mistake in the face panel, we're gonna, well, where it is going? Oh yeah, it has this weird name, right? I don't know what is that, but I know what is this, so we don't need this keyframes here. Yeah, now it stays still, right? We get back to the vseams. Let's continue.
I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah.
This will look cute. Cute.
Okay, gonna reuse this. What is this one? This is a standard pose. We can just change it to, yeah, we're gonna duplicate this.
Cute.
And yeah, so here, this one we can yeah, we can do this override, I guess. So it is just this one. Here, click and insert. Cute. Oh, on you. Okay, so immediately here we're gonna get this and insert, and then there seem to have this artifact here. This is I'll try to, yeah, I'm gonna make it different here. Remove this one on, and here when the U mixes with the other, we don't want this on, so just on. It probably can, yeah, it doesn't override the way I want, so we can just I'm gonna do is that we're gonna do like this. Yeah, it's mixing between multiple things. It's a bit crazy. We need to make the standard here to make the proper separation, like reset on. On, I can start here. Okay, this doesn't help, so just gonna get this one. We're gonna remove this, and now we're gonna get yeah, almost good. So maybe we'll do this So just want to get this like here, and hope this is correct. Yeah, so we're gonna, assuming this is correct, and here we're gonna relieve and standard neutral, select all, insert
Good on you.
Ugh.
Good on you. Good on you.
more.
Good on you. Good on you. Cute 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 on you.
Do we need this one?
Good on you. Cute on you. Cute on you.
No, it's good.
Good on you. Cute on you. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Cute on you.
Ugh.
Cute on you. On you.
Ugh.
On you. On you.
Her expression. Oh, I see. Oh, see. Maybe from the camera here, I'm looking from that camera. Doesn't seem to have the best.
Cute on you.
Yeah, there are some frames that maybe I didn't animate very well, so we're gonna get the head. As you see, yeah, I stopped here, and actually with this new lip sync thing, we need to, it would be nice if we could maybe yeah, still a bit artificial here, but we could. Okay, this is very well, but it's better if we had a breakdown. Yeah, just not that fast. And also here, this emphasis here.
Ugh. Gross.
No, just before,
Ugh.
maybe here. Yeah. And what about this? Let's try here. No, I think here, exactly here.
Ugh.
Yeah, so let's give this triangulation. That looks good. And she stopped smiling, so maybe here we can re-smile her. So we're gonna like get these bones, just these two, or let's see, let's get all this together. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, let's keyframe this. Let's try to change something over here. So maybe this one. Yeah. Yeah, why not? And then maybe
Put on you. Put on you. Put on you.
yes, this kind of works. And maybe something for the eyes. Like yeah, it's like this can work. The problem is that I don't know where this, yeah,
Cute on
yeah, we hold on. Apparently we are not having the proper, okay, they are keyframes here. Okay, we need to duplicate this. Let's see.
Cute on you.
Yeah, it's very subtle, but it happens.
Cute.
When she says cute.
Look cute on you. Look cute on you.
Yeah,
Look cute on you. Look cute on you. Look cute on you. Look cute on you.
yeah, very good, very good. So that is good. Okay, so now there's the hair still. Let's see what we got so far. Wait,
I think this will look cute on you.
yeah, I don't like
I think this will
this thing here.
look cute on you. Cute on you.
This maybe is something about the camera. Just maybe to readjust slightly the position.
Cute on you. Look cute on you. Look cute on you. Look cute on you.
Yeah, but the expressions are good. Are great. I think the animation there is totally working. I can't find anything gross.
This will look cute on you.
It's just it's probably also the thing of the camera, so something to adjust there. I don't know when,
This will look cute on you.
how it seemed right before. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it's because I changed the head position, and yeah, let's try to adjust this with the camera, yeah, without destroying what we get. So if I can do this with the camera, then that would be decisive victory here, because the camera, right, there is basically we have we need to go outside of the rig, object mode. The camera doesn't seem to be selectable, or of course it's not selected. Now it is selectable. So we have the transforms, and we have the focal length. The focal length here has this, right? Here her face expressions are nice, but as you start getting here, especially here, yeah, here is still okay, but it's about here starts to get really annoying. So let's see. There's a focal length change. Yeah, this. I also satisfied that this worked, but then now I have to. It's not that maybe we need to change the focal length here to solve this, but we'll try. We'll start trying with this because. Oops, no. Yeah, so the focal length can somewhat solve this, but it is then it returns to this, right? So the problem is that I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can play this. The cool thing about doing this wavy motion of the camera here is that it's a bit sickening, and the sickening is what he will get.
Gross. Please take
So it's a
gross.
yeah. Okay, so we have her face, we have a bit of her foot, which is nice. And this didn't compromise so much, right? So we got her expressions, and we can return to the like it's as if her pushing the thing towards the camera, like the camera go towards it with some focal length event. So it's as is like it's follow her movement, right, of the body. So it's interesting. It's not exactly how I wanted to frame it, but it's here it gets well more or less framed the dramatic way, right? And then returns, right? And we get her expressions, right? So just here, I'm not sure why this goes back if we need this. Yeah, so maybe it's just here we could. I'm gonna save another backup here just in case. And yeah, we have this value here, but we're gonna remove this keyframe. Yeah, because it got here the big one. No, here's this focal length. Ah, hold on. Okay, maybe we can expand this a little. Let's see what has happened. Okay, this is more like now this is what I wanted.
Gross.
So we want to then she goes back. Now we want her expressions to show better. It's just that this is too, yeah.
This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you.
Need to synchronize, right?
This will look cute on you.
All right.
This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you. This will look cute on you.
And here we have a transition between, yeah, so here maybe
Gross. Gross. Please take it away.
You. You.
Gross.
You.
Gross.
You.
Gross.
You. You. You.
it's good to have some transition here, because still it's like,
You.
it's just, maybe we need to match this here.
On you.
Let's try this.
On you. On you. On you.
This is good.
Gross.
On you.
Gross. Please take it away.
On you.
Good. So that was, we framed this correctly. Lost something, but gained other things. So it's,
This will look cute on you.
I got two things and lots in exchange for one thing, right? So
This will look cute
I
on
think
you.
it's more dynamic now.
This will look cute on you.
Gross.
So I need to adapt. All right, folks. So here is the one of these developments here of animation. We touched a lot of things, right, in animation here, with the camera adjustment, even focal length adjustment. We touched the lip sync, we touched the facial expression, we touched even assets that don't have a rig. We touched, didn't touch the other character though. She didn't need to step anyway, maybe he will need, right? Soon enough. And then we also got something that I didn't do here, maybe we can conclude with this, is to get Sunset's hair to do some animation. Yeah, because there are a lot of stuff happening here, so we might have to do something about this. Hair 1 and hair 2. And here I'm gonna try to ignore the,
This will look cute. I think this will look cute on you.
Gross.
I think this will look.
so okay, these keyframes are garbage, they don't serve any purpose. We need to start from here. Okay, so here is the famous, or not so famous, auto IQ option. So here the and I still have to explain to certain how good this is. Yeah, so some people don't believe, just they don't believe this is so good. You can do physics with this, right? Manual physics, like the old school way. It's just, yeah, it needs, of course, that you have some practice with physics, right? In animation, right? The traditional way of doing it. It's not that, yeah, it's not ideal to do this in 3D because it's a lot of time, right? It's good to have automation for physics, but if you don't, this is very effective. Let's see. I'm looking for the clippings, right? But that works, right? Oh, here we don't need all this thing here, okay? Okay, so here we can straighten up this. and then just some reorganization here. Yeah, something like this. Let's see.
I think this will look cute on you.
Look at that.
This
Yeah.
will look cute on you.
How good is this? Auto IQ option totally blows
This will look cute on you.
physics in Blender. Yeah.
I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah, I can have another wave here. He's doing this brick D pattern here. Here, something like this. And maybe here, we'll just do this and here.
I think this will look cute on you.
Yeah.
This will look cute on you.
Yeah, there might be some irregularities, but if you see all this,
Cute on you. Cute on you.
that's just good enough, right?
I think this will look cute on you.
Super cool. I'd like to have more bones for her hair, but
Please take it away. Gross.
oh yeah, she doesn't need more because
I think this will look cute on you.
isn't that some clipping? No, it just appears in the behind. Okay.
Cute on you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I animate this without looking at the correct frame, so viewpoint. So,
Cute on you.
but okay, it works. You can keep like that. It could have been better. And that's it for the not the entire animation of sunset in this shot, but the first. Yeah, that was quite dense. A lot of things happens also because of the camera. But good stuff, good stuff. It's still relatively simple animation, right? But yeah, time consuming. I think I started, yeah, this took like 1 hour and a half, maybe more. Yeah, I'll check the duration when I start, but okay. So let's see here.
This will look cute on you.
Okay, so I don't have to care about her animations anymore for now. Then Brandon's animation, yes. Very important stuff from the legs. I have to change this pose actually. This is not a good starting pose for him. Can already change the rig. Gonna go for his rig here now, and we see that there are no keyframes here to start with. That means that we can, oops, this is what I cannot do, so almost ruined the scene again. So we
I think this will look cute on you.
okay, so we will gonna have to pause, but let's see. I want to change some of his poses, right?
This is cute on you.
From the start, because it no, okay, we need this pose to start, but he
I think this.
oh yes, because he disappears. Okay, so we're gonna use this condition. Okay, start here. Actually, start here with Brandon, and we are going to mark this repetition here just to set that, okay, here already here we can disrupt his, he can do any motion basically, it doesn't matter, can be even wrong, because from this point on we will be able to change his pose in favor to something important that is gonna happen here. So I have something more interesting to start with in this part. Maybe he steps closer to the suit to look better at it, why not? And then he is disgusted. Yes, let's say that about here. Okay, insert the keyframe. So yeah, this is just for mapping. So no sunset here. So basically one action here of importance, and I'm timing this in my mind basically is yeah, he like steps back or do some crazy thing with the leg, then he jumps back, whatever, and then he's still maybe walking back or with his hand, please take it away. Yeah,
Please take it away.
and this is the end of the shot where she'll have to do this snort. Okay, so we have basically one thing to do, two things to do. Let's just consider this just as one. Yeah, this one, I prefer to separate this part from 1, 2, 3 for Brandon. Take it. And snort for her. 4 things. So there's 4 things remaining here for this shot. Yeah. For let's say not actions, that will be technical for Blend, but 4 mini challenges here of animation. So to break it down, yes. There's also the beginning, I forgot. So actually I mentioned 4, yeah, 5, because there's the beginning here, right? Which will be possibly the one of the simplest. So start with this. So yeah, it's a lot of challenges, but that will complete this shot. I need a break, so I think instead of leaving the live running, wasting time, because it will just do not. I think I make an interruption here. I'm gonna have dinner and then I'm gonna go back with more ideas for this, and then I'm not sure I'm gonna go back stream. I'm gonna think about this, but anyways, don't worry, I intend to, if it works, it seems that it worked fine for workflow. It didn't distract me too much. It's fatiguing though to do live streaming. I usually talk, try to explain, but it's also inspiring, right? So for me, I wanted to see if that was interesting for anyone they are watching, and so this will stay online, and then yeah, I think I need it will be too much to continue streaming today, but I'm gonna keep working on this shot, sorry. I'll try to conclude today, but I think it will not be possible. This 5 mini challenge, they need to be kind of done carefully. So, but certainly tomorrow, if I can work soon, I can already complete all that. I'll do the most I can today to conclude this scene, and then what is next? Just out of curiosity, maybe you guys want to check out how this continues. Let's see.
I think this will look cute on you.
Ugh, gross. Please take it away.
Okay, fine, Mr. Pippy. What about this one?
No.
This one.
No.
She's throwing away the. Okay, so you see that these shots, they are possibly simpler than this one. Yeah, this one is kind of complicated, lots of camera moves. These ones,
Okay, fine, Mr. Pippy. What about this one?
What about this? Shows. Nah.
This one.
Show, trolls. This one. No. Trolls with anger.
You know, you should drop by an office to discuss your anger issues.
Yeah. And so all this
What about
mini sequence here.
All right, smart aleck. What does look fitting for you?
She puts her yeah, there's a script I can't show right now, but then she puts her hands on her hips, and so this moment here, it's about let's see, there is 16 to, yeah, it's a lot of time, but it's actually not that, doesn't seem to be that complicated in relation to what I'm doing. So yeah, many of these, yeah, throwing the sweets, taking the sweets, this is tricky, but I've already done once or twice. I think it's just a matter of how many hours I put into that. So until here we got
Away.
Okay, fine, Mr. Poopy. What about this one?
No.
This one.
Nope. You know, you should drop by an office to discuss your anger issues.
All right, smart aleck. What does look fitting for?
made great progress, bro. Oh yeah, welcome. Here is Real Brony Productions. Yeah, Brandon. So I'm gonna animate you soon, very soon today. Thanks for. I hope you enjoyed the workflow here. Finally, it was possible to make it. You said that worked. I thought, but I didn't get distracted. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the patience. So.
You know, you should drop by an office to discuss your anger issues.
All right, smart aleck. What does look fitting for you?
And so from here we go for the final, the part of the scene where Brandon is looking for this blue suit.
Huh? Brandon, you can't be serious.
It's still a lot of dialogue, right? But it's an expression, but it's, I think it can be done in a more it's not so yeah.
That outfit is way too expensive.
I'm sure I can handle it. Besides, even if I can't, I know my being goddess will have it covered.
No, it stands is okay, so it stands here, so we where it ends, where this soundtrack ends, where the soundtrack ends. But the it is very big here.
Being goddess will have it covered.
Okay, let's say exactly here then. So we're gonna make a mark here. We call it lock markers to the end, right? And lock markers. There's a shortcut for this. There is not by default. Okay, so here that means that why this is like this, it's beyond my I don't know why. Oh, because soundtrack maybe it's different. Okay, then the frame, yeah, the soundtrack is different. Okay, then we got here. Let's go back to here and let's make another mark.
What about this one?
No.
This one.
Nope. You know, you should drop by an office to discuss your anger issues.
All right, smart aleck. What does look fitting for you? What does look fitting for you?
Okay, so we're gonna this
What does look fitting for you?
At this moment, precisely, so sunset. Okay. Yeah, it's just a random title. This is the change. Yeah, mood change maybe of the scene, right? Markers, look, markers. So if I check what I've animated so far, it's like 20. No, it's not. Yeah, it's almost 20 seconds out of, yeah. So it's not halfway, but in this part there are a lot of camera motion things to do and also practice to gain on the rig and all that. So I think I can go faster in this, and then the tendency will be go fast. There are many days still to, yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, for, yeah, 4 days plus what I can do today. So it is feasible, but it's a rush, it's a big rush. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see when I'll be able to do this streaming again, one of these days, I hope. But hope that was interesting. We'll certainly bring something back in here, but we'll I need to think a little more more planning. I need to push forward for this thanks for watching, folks, and see you soon. Hope you enjoyed the proposition. Thanks, Brandon, and see you soon.